all users, grades and reports. What you see when you look at progress, the progress bars, grades or reports is determined by your role, and this will either be an apprentice, a mentor, an assessor or a training provider. Now, as an apprentice, which I'm logged in as at the moment, you can only see your own progress on the progress bars as shown here. And in this case, you can see how we've actually completed all the requirements leading up to Gateway 1, but not started on the others as yet. The other thing we can do is to scroll down and have a look at our course completion status and click more details. And this will now list all the different things that we have to complete as part of the overall process towards completing our apprenticeship. So you can see what the requirement is and whether it's complete or not. Sometimes some of these marks take an hour or two to upgrade. So if you've just done it, it won't always show up immediately. Okay? Just return to the course, and that's a nice way of tracking general progress. But as an apprentice, the most important thing for you is to be following through the progress bars. Now, I'm just going to log out and log back in as a mentor this time. Okay, logged back in as a mentor and go back into the course. And as you can see, it's very similar, but what we've got now is that the progress bars don't monitor our progress, but we can click and get an overview of all of the students that are allocated to us. And in this case, we've just got one person in our particular group that is called IMI Garage, appropriately enough, and the apprentice that's in that group, and we can see that they've completed everything that's necessary along there. Okay, so remember, a mentor will only see the apprentices in his or her particular group or the name of their garage or workshop. If I just go back here now, then the other option is to click on course report, and the course report will list again all of the apprentices that are allocated to you as a mentor down here, and again there's only one in this case, and you can see what progress has been completed along here. Okay, and the ticks will appear in this box. So it's a nice quick way of getting an overview of how a particular apprentice is getting on. Okay, now bear with me while I log out of here. Okay, so I've logged out and logged back in as the training provider, and the first thing to notice is that there's not a lot of difference, other than if I now click an overview of students, you can see that all of the available students in my category that are registered with me as a training organisation are listed down here. So I can get an overview of how everybody's getting on, and you can see that this student has completed to this gateway, this one has done something, this person has completed, and these other people have not done anything yet, so I can get an overall view. Now, as a training provider, it's quite likely that you'll end up with hundreds of students or apprentices in this way. So what you're probably going to do is to, rather than choose all participants here, you can choose one of the groups, and I've just got two groups renamed here. One is either Tom's Garage that has 2 apprentices in it, or IMI Garage that just has 1 apprentice in. So you can very quickly narrow down and see the progress of different people in your area. If we go back to the course, and the other thing, if we scroll down now and look at course completion status, we can view a nice simple course report that shows how everybody's getting on. And again, we can make choices of groups, so either, you know, my garage, the IMI Garage, or all participants. And it shows everybody listed down here, and you can see that that person's passed that assignment, and that's about all that's gone on here. So not a lot been achieved at this stage, but it's a nice easy way to get an overall view of what's happening. And it's possible to download these tables as spreadsheets, which is very useful for keeping a record of what's going on. Finally, from the main page of the course, if I scroll down, the other thing we can do as a training provider or as a mentor is to go down to administration, reports and logs, and we can then make choices about whether we're looking at all groups. So you can always select just one employer, or all groups, all participants, all days, all activities, and I'll just click this one to say get these logs, and you can see now how every little step that anybody has taken in the course has been logged. So you can see exactly what they've been doing, and you can even see where they were when they logged in. So there's a lot of detail collected. We won't go through all the information here, but it's certainly something you can refer back to if you need some evidence about participation, for example. Okay, so that's looking for logs. And once again, looking at logs or reports, apprentices can only see their own logs, mentors will only see their own employer or group, assessors will see all employers' groups that they're allocated to, and training providers will see the logs of everybody in their area.